Listen, I'm just as surprised as you are. Yesterday, Arsenal beat Sheffield United at their own place. I know, it's crazy. They won an away match in a quarterfinal, no less, of the FA Cup. That's right, kids. Arsenal Football Club is set to step into the FA Cup semifinal in Wembley Stadium. But before we talk about the future, we got to talk about the past, which was yesterday. In the matchup where I thought Sheffield United looked better coming in, all throughout the season in the league, they have been the superior team. And it really stems from this just insane effort from the midfield. And Sheffield was the instigator initially. I mean, they were causing all sorts of fucking problems in the Arsenal backfield, and especially on set pieces, where Arsenal has been laughably bad at. Let's be fair, kids. Like we've been terrible at that shit, especially the fucking players out there just flailing around like the fucking ball is some fucking hot iron. And really, not even 10 minutes in, seemingly Sheffield United scores a goal, and it's by Lundstrom. And then you see Paul Tierney, the referee, reaching for his earpiece, and you're thinking, okay, cool. Offside. Off fucking side. We're okay. Arsenal luck just multiplied tenfold. And you're hoping that Arsenal can seize on this momentum a little bit. Now, to be fair, Arsenal may have had some decent counterattack moments, but I didn't think they were all that impressive in terms of attacking and moving forward with the ball. But that's just me. I rather have, dominant possession with, bursts of pace that I'm able to follow through. But that's just me. That's just me personally. So just watching this Arsenal side, go against Sheffield, I thought, okay, maybe they can get something. Maybe they can gain an edge here. And they do in the form of a penalty. And it's Basham who goes ahead and trips up Alexander Lacazette from the hind leg. I mean, he gets him from the back, and it's inside the penalty box. And you don't even need a VAR for that shit. That was a straight penalty. And just a really awful timing on Basham's part, which, unfortunately for Arsenal fans, I mean, you're kind of wincing at the fact that Alexander Lacazette is limping off a little bit, but he was okay. It wasn't a big fucking knock, so thank goodness for that. But it's Nicolas Pepe who goes ahead and steps up for the penalty, and nets it in no problem. Well, slight problem in the fact that the goalkeeper went the right direction, but was just a foot or so off, from the ball. And so you have Pepe scoring in the 24th minute to give Arsenal a 1-0 lead. And unfortunately for Sheffield, things didn't get any better in that latter stage of the first half, where after the water break, you have players just trying to get their shit in, hopefully get that first half. And it's Lundstrom, I apologize if I'm saying it incorrectly, but this young gentleman goes ahead and gets injured and almost stretchered off, but seemed to have walked out instead. So hopefully he's okay. But Sheffield looked a little distorted, and they looked a little bit tired. So definitely that halftime, talk with the manager and everything might have helped. I mean, they came back out, again, being the instigator. They were, pressing Arsenal, and Arsenal has moments, kids, we know this, they have moments where if you just have a slight brain fart, they are going to fuck up royally. But the crazy part about this match was David Luiz, playing part of a back three, was actually pretty good. And then he ups and gets injured. So then you bring in Rob Holding, who has been playing pretty well in the couple of matches before this. And so you're thinking, okay, maybe not too bad, right? Yes, you got Mustafi, Holding, technically Kolasinac, Kieran Tierney, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles all there who can play defender. But with Arsenal, you just never know, right? You just never know. Like I said, with set pieces, they're terrible at it. They are. And when you see Sheffield just kind of bombarding Arsenal's backline with the pressure, with the speed, and they get ample set piece opportunities, you're just hoping that nothing fucking terrible happens. But it always does for Arsenal. It always does for Arsenal. It's kind of curious how that works, right? But it always does for Arsenal. And this happens in the form of a goal by McGoldrick in the 87th minute for Sheffield United. And this comes off of a set piece corner. Or I wish it was a fucking corner. God. That's just my projection of what I wish it was. The reality of this goal, kids, was a long throw-in. It was a long fucking throw-in, just a couple of inches away from the corner flag. And it's a long fucking throw-in into the box, and I can't fucking make this shit up. It's from Kolasinac to Rob Holding to Shraja Mustafi, all having some weird fucking presence within the ball, and that ball goes in via McGoldrick's foot. So yeah, Arsenal ties it in the 87th minute, 1-1. And you're just hoping, oh God, can these fuckers like not choke this shit? Can they not choke this, please? And you're really hoping like they really don't choke that shit, because they are prolific in terms of choking. But maybe something happened throughout the last week or two where Mikel Arteta looked at these guys and said, listen, motherfuckers, you're not going to fucking go out there in the FA Cup, where Arsenal has been a force within its history, right? Most fucking cups won in the FA Cup. I know that's not a big fucking deal for most people, but hey, for Arsenal Football Club, it is. That's why we're a small club. I mean, it's kind of a fucking thing, kids. But I'm sure Arteta had some, right things to say throughout the week. And I feel the players really stepped up in this final goal for Arsenal to cap off the winner. 90th minute, a minute into injury time, where the build-up play was actually pretty brilliant. I want to say it was from Eddie Nketiah and Pepe, if I'm remembering and recalling correctly. But from the ball getting on Pepe's feet and kind of losing its edge, you see Danny Ceballos just zooming out of nowhere. And he fucking scores that goal on such a fucking sharp angle that you would think that any other player probably misses that in Arsenal. Maybe except Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, right? Maybe Lacazette on a good day. Even, hell, maybe Pepe on a good day. But Dani Ceballos makes this so fucking easy. And he goes ahead and puts Arsenal in the semifinals. Very reminiscent of another Spanish lad who, in a huge away quarterfinals match, scored the ultimate winner. Remember, Nacho Monreal scoring that winner at Old Trafford against Manchester United to send Arsenal back to the semifinals and essentially back to the FA Cup finals, where they, I believe, faced Aston Villa. And that was the first FA Cup final I actually watched. So I'm hoping that Arsenal can take lessons from this 2-1 win and hopefully apply it to the fucking semifinal against Manchester City. Holy shit. Yeah, we got to face Manchester City again. Arsenal is, within the 7 matches they have now faced against Manchester City, 0 wins, 0 draws, and 7 losses. So something's got to change at Wembley. Boys, something's got to fucking change at Wembley. I can't fucking deal with this shit anymore with Arsenal. If you're going to lose to City, don't. I hope you don't. But you probably will. It's going to be very heartbreaking, but I've kind of embraced that inevitability. But I do have that 1% of hope where, hey, maybe they get lucky in the spirit of the FA Cup and Arsene Wenger just pushes them through to the final, where they might meet Chelsea or Manchester United, which is another whole fucking thing and hurdle you have to climb. But this is the way of Arsenal, man. This is the way of Arsenal. Arsenal is all about suffering before getting shit done, right? And we've been suffering for a while, kids, but we're going to have to suffer a little more, especially if we're going to play the way we've been playing against Manchester City, which has been utterly putrid. So Children, appreciate you dropping by this review. So, follow me at the Sky Lounge on all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. Come on, you Gunners.